What's going on, beautiful people? Thank you guys for watching me. Thank you for supporting me. It is an honor for me to be speaking in front of you guys here, and it's an honor for me for you guys to even listen to my bullshit, because it's just bullshit and everything is bullshit. So thank you. I would take my hat off, but it's too cold. So one of you guys, I can't remember who, you sent me a message or a comment. You left me a comment, bro. You said, you know, I've been feeling better. I've been watching your videos. I've been feeling better, this and that. But I just don't want to leave my house. I can't leave my house. I get anxiety. I don't want to leave my house, you know? Just because when I leave my house, I feel anxious. I feel self-conscious. I don't feel like myself. I just feel anxiety. Social anxiety, basically, right? And I can't leave my house. I don't want to leave my house. When I'm here, when I'm home, I feel comfortable. I feel cozy. I feel amazing. I feel great. You know, I feel like myself. I feel peaceful. Everything is cool. But I don't want to leave my house, you know? As soon as I leave my house, that sense of inner peace, that sense of calmness, it just gets squashed. I'm put in this anxious world and I get anxiety. I don't want to leave my house. I'd much rather just stay indoors. And of course, if you're of that thinking, this is the perfect day for you to stay indoors. A day like this, right? So come live in Canada. You'll get a lot of that. You'll get the right excuses for you to stay indoors. Now, I understand, bro. I understand your struggle, because I had the exact same thing in second year university. I didn't leave my house. I was in my apartment, unless I had to get groceries. Stayed up until 7 a.m. Slept until 3 p.m. Didn't go to my classes. Failed like a few courses that year. Played Call of Duty all day, and just cried over how miserable I was. But even, I mean, this was, I didn't want to be, I don't want to leave my house. I was too anxious, too self-conscious, and I had social anxiety. I didn't want to be around people. So I understand, and there's a lot of reasons for this. Where do I begin? Before diagnosing before giving you maybe something to help you with, I'm not a fucking doctor here, okay? I'm not a fucking expert at anything. I'm an expert at bullshitting. But before maybe providing some solutions, I'll tell you why you're feeling this way, why I think you're feeling this way, why I think a lot of people are feeling this way. First of all, we've created a mess of a society. We've created a very anxious society. Everybody's rushing to go somewhere, but really they're going nowhere. Everybody's gonna fucking die. That's really where we're going to. So everybody's rushing to go really nowhere, but everybody's rushing. They think they're going somewhere. I gotta finish, I have a deadline to meet at work, you know. If not, my boss is gonna chop my balls off and he's gonna feed them to the dogs, and then they're gonna put a screw up my asshole, so I have to hand in this report, you know. Or, oh my god, I have like fucking 4 assignments to do, and if I don't do them, then the profs are gonna crucify me, and I'm not even gonna come back like Jesus did, because who the fuck am I? I'm not Jesus. Lots and lots and lots of people rushing around. Lots of anxiety we've created in society. So as soon as you step on a fucking street, hello anxiety, right? Pollution, people fucking honking on their horn, and people just rushing. They have to be somewhere. Rush, and it's rush, anxiety. And all these people in society are sleep deprived, so they're anxious, they're caffeinated, so they're jittery and anxious at the same time. They're sleep deprived. They're high on sugar, the most common drug in modern society. They're high on sugar. Their body's full of inflammation. Their minds are completely foggy. So we live in a matrix of information. So when you step out into society, you're stepping out into anxiety, into a big fucking mess, is what it is. You're stepping out into a big mess when you're out in society. It's just a mess of anxiety. So you go out, especially if you're an empathic person, right? You feel things and you absorb energy. You're looking around, you're like, what the fuck? 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 And then you feel the anxiety, right? You feel it. You feel it. And I think that's why women have more anxiety than men, because women are empaths, more empathetic than men. They feel more, they absorb energy more. You put women in fucking society and they're absorbing all this negativity more than men. But for some men are just, you know, empathic too. Like they have empathy, they feel, they absorb the energy. And I think all of us have that, you know, men, women, just women have it more. And then, yeah, you go out in society and you're absorbing this anxiety from this matrix of information we're putting out. So, you know, social anxiety is completely and totally understandable. It is only natural, guys. It is only natural byproduct, a natural behavior of the way we separated ourselves from nature, from our natural habitat, the way we moved this animal called human, out of its natural habitat, nature, serenity, love, oneness, God, beautiful spirits and animals. And sure, it's dangerous and you can fucking get chopped off by a tiger or whatever, but I mean, I think we were intended to deal with these things. We were intended to live in that kind of risk-taking, uncomfortable environment with our tribes, and this is how we thrived. But now, we separated ourselves in these fucking things we call cities, full of pollution, full of anxiety, full of stressed out people. And then we wonder why there's social anxiety. We wonder why there is depression, you know, all of these modern epidemics of the way we humans have chosen to live our lives away from the natural environment that we're in. It's really weird. It's bizarre. It doesn't make sense. It's insane. Society is insane. So, hopefully you understand that. Now combine that, all of that is already a big fucking mess to deal with. Combine that with having to deal with your existential crisis, which everybody gets to at some point. Who am I? I'm gonna die. You're having to deal with your own mortality, having to deal with death, having to deal with the fact that you and everybody you know is gonna die. Existential. So combine the social, just the mess of a society we've created with your existential crisis of who the fuck am I and I'm gonna die and what am I supposed to do with my life and I'm not happy right now, and you get a big mess. So this is why you don't want to leave your house. Okay, so you know, be compassionate towards yourself. Be compassionate. Don't judge yourself, don't blame yourself. It's natural. Okay, now I'll offer you a perspective. I'll give you some bullshit. Maybe it will resonate with you. Despite all your anxiety, despite all your feelings of insecurity, despite the fact that you feel you're self-conscious, there is the archetype of the hero. This is a very common archetype. We see it in movies, we see it in books, we see it in novels, we see it in dreams. It's a common archetype, the hero archetype. And the hero, usually, the hero's journey, right? The call to adventure. Despite all the predicaments of his time. So our predicament of our time is society, the way we created ourselves, separation from nature, separation from one another, ego, ego, ego. Our predicament in this generation is dealing with that. And as the heroes, because mind you, we're all heroes in our own movie. You're the main character in your movie. A hero steps out into uncertainty. A hero has no idea what's coming up next. A hero doesn't just step out and say, I'm gonna be fine, everything is gonna be cool. No, a hero steps out and he says, I don't fucking know where I'm going. I'm potentially going on a very dangerous path. It could cost me my life, but I'm gonna step out in faith and I gotta do what I gotta do. And this is what you're gonna have to do, bro. Not just you who asked me the question and told me, you know, what should I do, but everybody who's listening to this who has this problem to varying degrees. I've had this problem, guys. I swear to God, I've had this problem. We have to, despite the fear, feel the fear and do it anyway. Despite the fear, despite the anxiety, despite all the obstacles that your mind puts in front of you. Despite all of that, guys, step out in faith and slay your dragons and conquer your fears. If you have social anxiety, put yourself out there. Step out. There's, you have to leave your house. You have to train yourself, okay? Just leave your house. Go get groceries. Go for a walk, right? You're gonna feel anxious. It's not gonna happen right away where you start to feel comfortable. Leave your house, guys. Just leave. Open that door and leave it, okay? Step out into the world, right? Step out into the world. It's harsh. It's harsh, okay? I get it. It's harsh. But it's a lot less harsh than it used to be honest. If we're gonna put things into perspective. Try being born in fucking 1010, sorry. The Mongols were fucking killing and raping everybody. How about that for getting out of your comfort zone and trying to be a hero? You know how many people tried to be a hero at that time? And they got their heads fucking chopped off and their wives and sisters raped by by Genghis Khan and his ancestors? Try living in that time. So it's a lot less harsh. Let's just be fair here. It's probably it's the worst and the best times at the same time, right? It really is. But it's a less harsh world. I mean, it just goes to show you how fucked up we have been since civilization started, since agriculture started, really. That was the downfall of humanity, the way I see it, my opinion. Anyway, regardless, step out of that house. Step out of that comfort. The world is calling you right now. And you're a hero. Whether you like it or not, we're all heroes. Are you going to answer the call to adventure? Are you going to answer the call of the world? Get out of the house and start walking. And start talking to people. Hey, little bit at a time. You see somebody, you're passing them in a hallway. Good morning. Other person says good morning. You keep walking. There you go. Hey, not so bad, right? We say good morning. It's not so bad, right? I mean, not everybody's is trying to kill you or rape you. Most people are friendly. The vast majority of people are friendly. So, hey, good morning. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's it. Go on about your day. You got out the next day and you see somebody else, and now maybe it's evening time, right? Good evening. Good evening. How you doing, sir? Ah, fine. Good. How are you? Pretty good. All right. See you later. Pretty pointless conversation, right? Really boring. How are you? Good. How are you? Good. See you later. But baby steps here, right? Baby steps, guys. We're trying to step out of our comfort zone little bit by little bit here, okay? And you keep pushing the boundaries and you keep pushing the envelope little by little, right? Little by little. And eventually you will feel that anxiety will still be there, but it will be to a much lesser extent. So you'll be able to feel it and be like, oh, fuck it. I'm going to do it anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway, right? Feel the fear and do it anyway, guys. Be the hero in your movie. Be the hero. Answer the call to adventure. Put yourself out there into the world. Look, the programmer, God, the universe, cosmic love. I like to call him the programmer, okay? The programmer of this game programmed this game for our consciousness to come in. Consciousness, also known as the soul. For your consciousness to come in, the stream of information, and experience this game. And my theory is that there are many, many games. Earth happens to be one game for your soul to experience itself through. My theory is that the Earth game is under category adventure. You know how you play, like if you play Uncharted, it's categorized under adventure game. If you play Call of Duty, shooting game. If you play FIFA, sports, right? So you have different games, right? You have adventure games, you have sport games, you have you know, first-person shooter games, different categories, right? I think in the same way, God, the programmer, the comedian, many names for God, the programmer, right? Let's call the programmer for the sake of this video, programmed many games. And I think Earth is one of the games. And I think Earth is categorized under hardcore adventure. That's what I think. So I think when your soul chooses to come here, your consciousness, it knows what's in store for it. Your consciousness, you know what's in store for you. You're like, ah, fuck, I'm playing that hardcore adventure game. So, you know, we were designed to live in nature. We were designed to run away from predators. We were designed to fucking always partake in risk-taking behavior. Always hunting, right? Running away from predators, hunting, and fighting and all of that. I really think this game was intended for us to live in a risk-taking manner. This is because death is an illusion. You're gonna go to a much better place when you die. So you come here and really there are no consequences because you just, that's it. You're dead. You go back to infinite love and bliss. So I think this is one of those games you put on the virtual reality goggles in like the main lobby, right? And then, oh, I'm gonna play that hardcore adventure game called Earth. And you come in here and you know. So you're equipped to deal with this game. You see? You're equipped. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're very strong. We're social. Human being. To be a human being, we're social. You are equipped by the programmer with all the tools that you need to survive and thrive in the game and have fun and enjoy yourself. You're capable of everything right now. You're capable of going on the street and having the most wonderful conversations with people. You're equipped to deal with the anxiety. You're equipped to deal with it all. You have it in you. The programmer has given the human mechanism, the human organism, a beautiful mechanism called adaptability. We adapt to things very quickly. This is why we're the top of the food chain. We're the top of the food chain for a reason. Our adaptability. See, I'm in fucking minus 15 here right now. And because we adapted to create these clothes, I'm okay navigating through. See, we adapted, we have these clothes, we created these clothes. At the same time, you have people living in deserts. You see, we can live anywhere. We're humans, we're so adaptable. So we can adapt to this even despite the fact that there's so much anxiety in society. We can adapt to it. But what we gotta do is we gotta put ourselves out there. And this is what you gotta do. You gotta put yourself out there, bro. There's no way around it. Put yourself out there. Get out of your comfort zone. Slay your dragons. Conquer your fears. Kill that lion. Do whatever you need to do. Conquer your fears. Get out of your comfort zone, guys. Get out of your comfort zone. Get out of it. It feels so, man. I know that feeling. I gotta sit down one day and tell you guys about my childhood. I had some fucked up shit in my childhood. I was an anxious, insecure motherfucker. I know what it's like to come out of that shell. I know it's, oh my God, it's so uncomfortable and it's so painful. That anxiety, that social anxiety, that self-consciousness that you're always feeling. But you can be free. And it's your responsibility towards yourself to free yourself. To be a free soul. To fulfill your destiny in this game. To fulfill your mission in this game. In this hardcore adventure game called Earth. You can do it. Conquer your fears. Free yourself from all the limiting beliefs of society. Of the limiting beliefs. Because it's all, people have told you you're not good enough. People have given you all these viruses. People have given you all these viruses. Told you you're not good and this and that. And you're a piece of shit and you're miserable and you're not man enough or you're not woman enough and you'll never mount up to something. And they give you all these self-limiting beliefs. Don't believe that. Don't buy that. These are all viruses. These are all viruses. You gotta conquer them. You gotta get rid of them. Install an antivirus. Put yourself in a good environment. and then start programming good shit in here. Right? That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. You guys are capable, all of you. You're amazing. Every single one of you is capable and amazing and incredible and powerful. And the programmer has put you in this game. And your soul has decided, your conscience came here equipped with all the tools in here, within you, that you need to thrive, to conquer this game, to navigate through this game, to survive through this game, but to also thrive in it, to be happy and feel good. So, moral of the story, moral of this video, what I can tell you is just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. Whatever it is, do it. Get out of the house. Put yourself in the most uncomfortable situations possible. You will learn. You will adapt quickly, quicker than you think, because it's within you. It's programmed within you to adapt. It's programmed within you to thrive and survive through this game, okay? So that's it, guys. God bless you all. Continue to slay your dragons. Continue to conquer fear. Continue to level up your character in this game. And remember, boys and girls, just a game at the end of the day. So don't take it seriously. And that's it. Check out my free book, 5 Powerful Habits to Dominate Life in All Areas. I love you guys. Love every single one of you. But don't forget to subscribe or you're gonna sleep with the fishes.